What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How you guys doing? Welcome to another episode, man. We are chilling. We are doing well. We are living life, man. I had an interesting week, man. I've been out here just kind of like mopey and just, going through my little motions with life, man. And to get myself out of the mopiness, man, I think a lot of us, man, we like to just watch something on social media and just try to get up out of the funk of things, man. But it's weird, man. Like I was watching these surprise scare videos. Like you guys seen the Bushman, that dude that hangs out and just chills with like a bush suit on and he just sticks his arm out and people get scared. I was thinking of like me being surprised scared once. Like somebody scared me by surprise and like my voice hit an octave. My voice hit a height that like a 70s rock star couldn't hit. I sound like a girl. Like, you know what I mean? I remember seeing my daughter one time. She scared me once. I thought she was the Grudge. She came out of the darkness, man, and just scared. She scared me good, man. And I just, I hate that. I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm not gonna do exactly how I sound, man. But it was one of those things that I questioned. Like I didn't even know my voice can get that high. Like I didn't know I could sound like that, man. But I'm just having another week here, man. Another thing is it's freezing down here in Florida right now. It dropped like 5 degrees, so I had to keep myself warm in this game. Just had to keep myself warm, man, and I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing good, man. I hope the peace comes at some point in the world, man. I know peace is never going to be like throughout the whole world, but man, I sometimes I wish people were just a little bit more simplistic. I wish people weren't so complex, man. People can be so complex. Like we create every single problem that we have. We create it. We literally create every problem we have. I think we do that because we like the challenge of solving something. Like humans need to be able to have a challenge that they can solve. This is why I think we have the issues that we have in our own country and all these people screaming about what a woman is and I could be this and I could be that and blah, 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 blah. All this stuff we need a challenge. Like if we all just chilled out and we were just nice to each other and we just lived and we were courteous and we were respectful and kind and all that, life would be kind of boring. I mean, honestly, life would be boring. We really wouldn't need police. Like we policed each other. If we walked like in a neighborhood with sticks and we were looking for some dude named Rick because Rick, he hit somebody's mailbox and now the dudes in the neighborhood got to get together with sticks and beat him up for like 2 minutes. Not bad that he's got to go to the hospital, but like, what if we did that? What if we policed ourselves and everybody was courteous, like village people? Like, what if we did that? We wouldn't need all this, man. But people create the chaos, man. All the chaos in the world is created by people. I had a good friend of mine once tell me, he was an older guy, and he once told me, he goes, human beings are the scourge of the earth. Now, when he first said that to me, I was like, dang, bro, that's a little messed up. But if you think about it, we cause a lot of the problems, man. We just do. We cause them. It's just how it goes. Because as I'm getting older, I'm sitting and I'm looking around and I'm trying to figure out really what's happening, man. And it's a lot of head scratching. It's a lot of I can't understand a lot of what's happening. And I don't try to. I think there's some people that view that. They see what's going on and they just, they want to get away from it all. So it's either that or you try to help any way you can, and I think it's just the world is just going to be what the world is until the world isn't, if I may. I don't even know actually what that means, but I was on another note, man. I was walking through my house today and I started noticing a bunch of items that I don't even use, touch, nothing. Like there's that. I think every person has a little bit of hoarder inside them. Like we hoard. You know what I mean? You know how many times I've been in my house and I've walked past something that I don't need anymore, but I look at it and I go, one day I might need that for just a second. And 10 years later, I still got that item and I've never even touched it. All of us do that, man. We all do that. You know how many times I've looked at something and just been like, one day I might need that once. One day I might. And I just walk past it and just look at it. It's like I have it just for the aesthetics. Like I don't need it, but I don't know what to do with it. And I feel like, you know what I mean? Like that show Hoarders, man. Like those people feel like everything that they find is a part of them. I don't have that problem. I don't think a lot of us have that problem, but there's like certain things I don't even need anymore, man. Like I don't even need anymore. Like I got this, I don't know, I got this random bamboo stick in my house. It's just in the corner. And my wife's always like, you need to throw that out. And I'm like, no. One day I might need that. You're not going to tell me what to do. One day I might need it. Like one time I walked past her and I was like, one day you might need it. One day you might. But no, I'm just joking. But just hoarding, man. Hoarding's serious, man. It is serious, man. I know a lot of us do it. You know, like how many of y'all got like baseball cards or like clothes or something that you should have thrown out years ago? You just got it there because it's like, I want this to be a part of my life for some reason. I feel like I'm going to look at it or touch it one day. I think it's weird, man. Like, I don't want to be a hoarder, man, but like, I just be having stuff. You know what I mean? I just be having stuff. Like some of the stuff up here behind me, it was just laying around. And I said, let me put something behind me. Because originally it was just going to be a wall for the podcast, man. I was just going to have a wall, you know? It was just going to be a wall here. Just a wall. But yeah, man, hoarding is serious business, man. Like if you're a hoarder, you got to sit there and talk to yourself and you really got to, but how can I say that? How can I say to get rid of something you feel like you might need? Like what if you got rid of it though? What if you got rid of it and you needed that shit? You needed it one day. You're like, damn, I just got rid of that yesterday and now I need it. That's what the problem with hoarders are, bro. They can't get out of their brain with that. They got to just hold on to it. I do that with a lot of stuff. I think a lot of us do, man. I was also in my house, man. I had to be honest with myself. Look, I don't have a problem specifically with cats or cat people. I don't have a problem with look, if you like cats, I understand your emotions. Your emotions are kind of out of whack. I feel like cats are for people, especially indoor cats. They're for people that have emotional instability. You know what I mean? Like if something got too difficult, if somebody started yelling outside or something, they need something soft to pet on and the dog's not going to do it because the dog's too much rah-rah, That's what I feel like cats are, man. I got cats in my house. And now, look, I don't got a problem with like the kids like the cats. Mainly the wife. The cats are for the wife. But the kids like the cats. I don't really have a problem with the cats specifically. It's just if you can, if you can understand where I'm coming from, certain people listening, if y'all do listen, like cats look at you disrespectfully, man. Like I feel like a cat, I don't know about y'all, but my cats look at me disrespectfully. When somebody looks at you and they just have this disdain or there's something they don't, you know what I mean? There's something there, like they're looking at you and something's going on behind their eyes. That's what cats do to me, man. And I don't do nothing to the cats. I provide and protect the cats. But there's days where I come home, man, and the cat's just disrespectful. They be like this. He is here. Let's hide in the shadows of our homes. We don't have to cross paths with him. That's the vibes I get with my cats. You know what I mean? And my wife's always like, leave them alone. They're just chilling. Leave them. I'm like, no, they're disrespectfully chilling. The way they look at me like, ugh, the peasant. The peasant has returned to my area of operation. Like that, nobody else. I feel like more people have this issue with cats, man. Like cats are cool. They do cool shit. They go outside and kill a bunch of shit. Like the other day, the one that goes outside, he brought a lizard home. And that was like the coolest thing that cat has ever done. He brought a lizard home. He was like, look, I love y'all. This is how I ride. I'm going to bring this lizard back to y'all. And, I love you. I love you. I like that. But see, that was a cool thing he did. But then like 30 minutes later, he's laying in the middle of my walk path. And he's looking at me disrespectfully. That's the ultimate disrespectful cat. The one that lays in your walk path and knows you're coming. This is what he does. This is what he does. He'll sit in my walk path and I look at him, I'm like, I should step on your ass. And sometimes, sometimes I give him a little, I give him a little kick, you know what I mean? That's probably why he looks at me disrespectfully. But it's that disdain. It's that like, I feel it. And my wife's like, no, there's nothing going on. Nah, I feel that. I feel every piece of the disrespect that they're giving it to me. It's like it's hitting my chest and it's hard to breathe. I know I'm being dramatic, but cats are disrespectful like that. And it's not even like that feed me look. It's that, he's here. It's like that. I don't like that. Dog, I get home and my dog loves to see me. My dog's like, we got a bunch of shit we got to do now. Let me outside so I can bark at people that get close to my fence. That's what I like. That's that good energy. I like that. But the cats, man, here's the thing though. All right. I said the cons that I don't like about the cats, but here's the pros about the cats. They bring you gifts if they're an outside cat. They bring you the gifts. And there was one time, I was watching this movie Toy Story with my kids. Toy Story 4 to be exact. And I got emotional at the end because best friends were splitting apart. The cat would sit with me and the cat just gave me this look. It wasn't a disrespectful look. It was like, pet me. Pet me and watch how good you feel. And I did. And I didn't want to cry no more. So I understand. I get why cats exist in homes, I suppose. But, cats, maybe 1% of cats, they're going to defend you if an intruder comes in, or they'll let you know. But I think the rest of the 98, 99% of them are going to watch you get murdered. That's just they're going to watch you. They're going to go, ooh, he's getting you. And they ain't going to do nothing about it. At least for the most part, a dog will bark or something to alert you to some danger. But that's just my whole thing about cats, man. It's that disrespectful look. I don't feel like I deserve a disrespectful look if I'm providing all your meals. I'm just, Yeah, back to, look, man. Any of my military personnel that are still in active duty currently right now, I feel for you during this time of the year. Staff duty and CQ needs bodies when everybody goes on leave. I will say that again. Staff duty and CQ, they need bodies on those desks when people they go on leave, man. I've been there. I've been there in the holidays on staff duty and CQ desk. And for anybody else who's listening who does not know what staff duty and CQ is, it's a 24-hour shift of basically babysitting a building, babysitting personnel and or equipment. Staff duty and CQ desk. And also you get the privilege to go pick up drunk people at bars. Staff duty van, baby. A lot of good memories in there. But the CQ desk, I gotta tell you, the CQ desk, that is the control quarters for the barracks. Now, you probably would get the best stories ever from people that did CQ desk in the military to see how wild a grown man will get with a bottle of whiskey. Those dudes. Look, I've been a part of a CQ desk, man. CQ sucks when you're doing it, but CQ is fun when it's like a Friday, Saturday night, and these dudes got nothing else to do. It's order pizza, play video games, and drink. That is basically it. At least that's what we did in the infantry. Play video games, eat pizza, and drink. And then periodically one of us or two of us would get naked and run through the hallway of the barracks, and CQ guys would just chase us or scream at us. That has happened a lot. Dudes running naked, dudes riding scooters or skateboards, dudes walking through the barracks hammered with a guitar in their hand. I threw up in the hallway, and CQ had to come help me clean it up. It was a terrible thing I did to them. I was new in the military, and these guys broke me in. They broke me in badly, and I threw up all in the hallway. I'm not the first, and I'm not the last by far to throw up in the hallway of the barracks. But the barracks, look, I'm just going to be honest here. I'm just going to say it like this. The barracks reminds me of a clean prison. The barracks are like a clean, not so sad prison. If I think I'm going to say it like that. I think a lot of people will hear this, a lot of military vets, a lot of people serving right now. The barracks are, yeah, it's a prison. It's the walls are even prison looking. I mean, it's a prison, but it's a fun prison. Like you could make, like we've made the barracks so fun. It's just the living quarters. For those of you who don't know, barracks is where we live. If we don't have families, they kind of just shove us in there, and it's supposed to look like a college dorm. It is, but a lot of them have that really, really, really prison depressed sadness vibe. They just do. So how do we escape that? Good old fashioned getting hammered and eating pizza and sleeping everything away and then waking up on Monday to go run 10 miles at 6 o'clock in the morning. That is hooah. Yes, I remember those days. And then as you were running, man, it's just depending. You were running with your squad, right? You're with your squad and you could smell all the liquor because dudes just stopped drinking maybe 4 hours before. Whoa. The military turns out many, many alcoholics. And I'm not saying nothing bad about the Army or the military. It's just part of it, man. You know, it's just part of it. We just drink to forget. We drink to run away from ourselves. Because that's what drinking is. You just drink to run away from yourself. You want to get away from your mind for a bit. And then you get that warm hug, embrace of that nice buzz feeling where you're feeling good and you're smiling and you're talking to people you'll never even talk to. That's what alcohol does. And, I'm not mad at the military. It just turns out, some alcoholics, man. I was one for a little bit. A lot of the infantry guys are. But I hope those dudes are getting better and all that. I just wanted to talk about staff duty and CQ. This is the time of the year where you better put your leave papers in, baby. You better get out of there. You're going to be doing staff duty or CQ every other day, and it's a 24-hour shift. Sucks. But it could be fun. It could definitely be fun, man. Last thing I wanted to tell you about, man, is, I wanted to get on a positive thing here because every episode I try to get real and honest here. If there is something that you feel like you need to do, right? If you feel like you need a change in your life, you feel like, right? Something like that. Like you want to change something, man, like challenge yourself. If you're one of those guys out here, I know there's a million motivational videos. I get that, all the inspirational quotes and the Goggins, the Willinks, the Rogans, the Cam Hanes, all those guys like that. I understand that, but like it is literally like those guys make it sound simple and they got the super dope, awesome edited videos with that. But like those guys have a point, man. Like just challenge yourself physically. Like if you can challenge yourself physically, man, you can change your entire mindset. It is unbelievable. If you just get out of your comfort zone, just getting out of your comfort zone just by a little bit, man, the wonders that'll do for your brain, man. The wonders, you'd start thinking different, feeling different. And the more you challenge yourself and get out of your comfort zone, man, I'm telling you, that's one of the best things you can do, man. Like it's a routine for me to I always have to challenge myself in my workouts, man. Like I gotta do something challenging. I need to have that deep breath and like that exhaustion feeling. I need to have that. It gets me thinking differently. It makes me humble, makes me understand I still have work to do and I always have work to do. As a man, I'm always gonna have work to do. But if it's a routine for you to just keep doing tough things like that, boy, it's life-changing, man. I remember years ago, like I always try to challenge myself in different ways, but years ago I was doing the Murph Challenge. And if you don't know what the Murph Challenge is, it's with a 20-pound vest. I believe it's a 1 mile run. Once you're done with the first 1 mile, you come back, you do 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 air squats, and then you run again. You do the mile again. I believe it's like that. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I don't have my phone with me right now, but I believe it's like that. And the workout was made in honor of of Murphy, who was a Navy SEAL who had passed away. And the workout it's insane. But I remember doing that workout. Rest in peace, Murphy. But I remember doing the workout, and I remember doing it. I did it for 2 weeks straight. And every day after work, I would just get after it. And I was like, the first 3 days, man, I was like, my body is beat. But there was something about that exercise. There was something about it that made me just made me grow as an individual. Like, I can be tougher. I can go farther. If I change my mindset, I can do more of what I want to do, man. And, if you're in a rut right now, if you're in a situation where it's getting tough for you, and you need a change, you need something specific, man, it can be as easy as walking. Walk. It could be as easy as just changing up, breaking the cycle of what your routine is, your daily routine is, breaking that up by something physical. It doesn't even have to be physical. It's just something to just, do something to your mind, man. If it's something that make you think deeply or intricately, or something to challenge your brain some way, somehow, that you have to think your way out of something, it's a beautiful thing that we all as humans have the capability of doing. So this has been another episode, folks, of the Name Tape Defilade podcast, man. And it's gonna get better, folks. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna get better, dog. Before you know it, all right? I'm going to have at least 3 people watching these videos, bro. At least 3 people are going to check this podcast out. At least 3. I'm so proud of those numbers. You don't understand. I think simple, people. I think simple. Oh, one day, could it be huge, man? I don't really care. I want the vets to relate to me, and I want people, blue collar dudes, all kind of people. I want y'all to relate to what I'm talking about, man. All right? But, thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out, man. Thank you for checking out the podcast. And I hope you have a great week. I hope you guys are all well. And remember, much love from above, baby dove. Peace.